I welcome for fourth video lesson. In this fourth video lesson, I'll present design considerations and engineering materials for design of machine elements. Okay. Now we will see that. Okay. Now we will see that the different elements means suppose if you are going to design a forging, what are the forging defects? If you are designing a welding fixtures, what are the defects? So like that, if you are designing a turning fixture, what is that defects? So all these things we will discuss. Okay. Next, what is that again? Once again, we will recall that what earlier we studied. So here we will see that once again, definition of machine design is the design is defined as scientific principles, technical information, and imagination in the description of machine or mechanical system to perform specific functions with maximum economy and efficiency. So we know very well how we are going to design a consideration of what are the things to design a product, what are the things we have to consider. First, we have to go for scientific principles, technical information, what are the technical information, and the imagination of the product. Okay, and then how that machine element description is there, how that we can, all these things we have to consider. Then it is called as, and with the economy, always we have to think about cost of the product. So with the maximum economy, and it should have to give that maximum work done. So and maximum efficiency. Suppose example, design of a belt, design of a connecting rod, design of a piston, design of a crankshaft, design of a turning fixture, design of a welding fixture, design of a brooch. Okay, so many mechanical members are there. All these things we have to design it. So that is called as we have to first, what is the machine design is defined as, it is related to that scientific principles, technical information of the product, and the imagination of the product, and description of the concerned product of specific function. Okay, specific function. So with all these things, we have to means at the same time we have to think about that cost of the product, means economy of the product, and work done by that product. All these things we are going to calling as machine design. So now we will see that what is that design procedure will be there. So what is that design procedure? First one is that definition of problem. Okay, we have to define that problem, which product we are going to design. So that problem we have to define it, means for which purpose. So that is the definition of the problem. Again, the synthesis, where we have to consider all the things, materials, means. These are the design synthesis. We have to go for this one. What is the procedure of that one? And next one is that analysis of forces. Analysis of forces. What is that analysis of forces? So many forces will occur whenever we are going to using that one. Suppose once you fix that in the lathe machine, one workpiece in a three-jaw check, when you are going to give a feed to that single point cutting tool, so then you will get so many forces will occur. So many forces are occurring. So all these analysis should be done. Another one is that selection of material. Selection of material. Which material we have to select it? Suppose we are going to considering that material for a single point cutting tool is that steel. Single point cutting tool. For steel, we are going to taking and we are going to manufacturing of that single point cutting tool. So that over there, we are going to select a material for that one. So that is most important one. We cannot select copper, we cannot select aluminum. So that the selection of material is also is very most important. And determination of where that product is going to be failure. So that is that determination of mode of failure is very most important for that one. Determination of mode of failure and selection factors. Why we are going to selecting that factor and safety is that most important one. Selection of factor of safety. Okay, and then why we are going to selecting a particular product and safety, whether it is that product is safety or not, that we have to decide it. Another thing is that determination of dimensions. Determination of dimensions. So what are the determination of dimensions? So suppose that take connecting rod length, height, what is the diameter? Okay, what is that big end bearing material? What is that small end bearing diameter? All the, how many pins we are going to using to connect that two half rounds that bearing. So all these things we have to determine of that dimensions. So another one is that modification of dimensions. So if it is required to change that big end bearing and small end bearings, so that two bearings, if you are going to change that one, so we have to modify that dimensions, means geometry. Okay, we have to change that geometry of by modifying the dimensions. So finally, what we will do for to go for manufacturing, to do that manufacturing, one worker means he wants the preparation of drawings. Preparation of drawings. So what is that drawings? So how much length, width, and all the things, the drawings we have to provide to that concerned engineer or concerned foreman or concerned senior worker. Okay, then he will prepare that one according to that dimension. Okay, and then the preparation of design report. Once that you are doing all the things, you have to prepare that. You have to prepare design report. Okay, so that is that one thing we will see for that one. Okay, design report. After completion of all the things, we have to go for design report. So first one is the definition of problem. Next one is synthesis. Another one is analysis of forces and selection of material. Okay, determination of mode of failure. Next, selection factor of safety. Next, determination of dimensions, modification of dimensions, preparation of drawings, preparation of design report. All the things you have to go for all the things. Finally, you should have to submit to that design report to concerned authorities. So this is that basic design procedure for just starting whenever you are going for that one. And what are that design considerations? What are the design considerations? The first one is that strength. Foremost important point is that strength, rigidity, strength, rigidity, and the next reliability. Okay, and safety. So strength will be there, rigidity will be there, reliability will be there. Cost, how much cost we are. If it is more cost, nobody will not purchase your product. If the safety is not there, nobody will not go for your product. If that reliability means that confidence is not there, nobody will not be come and they won't purchase it. Rigidity, how much rigidity of the product means it is going to be related to the strength of the product. Same, two words almost all it is the same. Okay, next, what is that weight of that product? Suppose if you are buying a cell, you are going to thinking that what is the weight, because of if you want to carry in your pocket. So that is that one of the thing for for one of the thing for weight purpose. That's very most important. If that mass of the product is that more, nobody will not be purchased because of it is more weight. So consumption of anything is also more. So that we are unable to we are unable to sell that product also. So next one is that aesthetics. What are the aesthetics will be there? So that aesthetics will be there. So what are the considerations for that? So that thing also we have to consider it in aesthetics. And the next manufacturing. Which methods you are going to follow in that one? So whether forging type manufacturing, cast iron, so casting. So how you are going to manufacture that product. So that is also very most important one. Okay, and assembly and disassembly considerations. So say that limits and fits and whole basis system and shaft basis system, all this will come into that assembly considerations. Okay, so if it is there, plus or minus will be there also, it will be, we can allow that product. So that is that assembly considerations. Another one is that conformance to standards. So standard dimensions we have to follow it. Why we want to follow that standard dimensions of conformance standards? Because of it can be used in anywhere in our world. So that is that conformance of standards. Another one is that friction and wear. Friction and wear. So how much it is going to be giving that friction when we are going to use it? What are the wear content? So that is also how much wear that the product is going to be whenever we are going to use in that one. That is also correct. So another one is that life of the means generally we are going to calculating this life in that bearings, life of the bearing, L10, L15, L50, L100, okay. Like that, we are going to calculating that life of the bearings. So this life of the bearings also is very most important, that one. So another one is that means how much life the product will work. That we have to calculate and we have to do. Generally, we are going to asking that generally this our vehicles will be there 10 years or 12 years will be there. Another RTO will give that if that vehicle condition is good, he is going to be giving another 5 years, like that. Okay. So another things will be come under in that life of the product. So another one is that vibrations. Whenever the vibrations means you are going to using any machine, so that the vibration effect will be that more. So that vibration should not be more than that limit of that vibration. Suppose if you are observe Ramco industry, they are having a three-wheeler autos will be there. So whenever so many means students, our students as well as our people, village people, they are going to traveling in that three-wheeler auto. In the back side, the engine is rotating. At that time, it is going to be creating a lot of noise as well as vibrations is more. So if that vibrations are more will be there, it will affect to that our body. So in our body, some of the parts will be the damage. So that we have to avoid that maximum vibrations when you are going to make a product. So another one is that thermal considerations. So what are the thermal considerations? So what is that? Whether it is going to affecting that, whether it is reaching that temperature. If it is more than that, what are that precautions we have to take it? So that is called as thermal considerations. Next, foremost, another one more important, lubrication. Whenever lubrication are good, that product will get less wear, low wear. We can say that low temperature it can be attained. So that is that one of the things. Another one is that lubrication. So lubrication means in this lubrication, what we are going to see is that in lubrication. Suppose SAE 40 oil, suppose vehicles, if you take vehicle, suppose you take for engine oil purpose, we are going to use in SAE 40. What is that SAE? SAE is nothing but one society will be there, and they are going to making, confirming that grade. So many grades are there. So that grades we are going to means we are implementing throughout the world. So suppose SAE party, that SAE means Society of Automotive Engineers, grade is 40. That oil we have to use in engine. So then it will run very good. So that is that one of the good thing will be there in our lubrication. So then here we can maintain that less wear, low wear, low friction, low temperature. Then the life of the product will be the increases. So that is that one of the consideration. And maintenance, time to time, whether your product is going to be maintenance you are going to doing or not, weekly, or say that 15 days, or monthly, 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, or 1 year. So what is that schedule of that maintenance? So that is most important. So then the product will get that more life. It will give that life is that more, and it will work also very smoothly. For all these things, if you are going to consider, and then flexibility, that product can be used in other machines also. Suppose if you are going to using that machine, please just check in one type machine 2020 model, that can be, you can used in 2018 model also, we can, it will be used, or 2025 also you can utilize. Once you are going to manufacture, that flexibility of should be there. That is called interchangeability. We can change it, no problem, but we can means we can achieve our product manufacturing by the use of that model of the product. So next, size and shape. It should be very easy to means handle it, and shape also good. By looking is good. Shape also. If you are going to giving some other any obstacles will be there, it will be damage to that human being. So that the shape is also very means it should be quite good. Okay. Next, size. What is the size? Size means suppose it is required only 2 meters. Suppose if you are going to manufacturing 4 means it is going to occupying the place. So that over there, all these things will be very difficult. Means according to that design considerations, the design of the product, we have to finalize that size of the product. Size of the product. Another one is that stiffness of the product. What is the stiffness? Means strength, stiffness of the product. That is also very most important. Okay, that is that stiffness of the product. In this stiffness of the product, before going to that, we can see that flexibility. Okay, as well as we can say that so before that one, that is that stiffness we can define as the resistance of elastic body deflection or deformation of an applied force. And we can express stiffness K is equal to F by delta, where K is the stiffness Newton per meter, and F is that applied force. F is that applied force. So that that is that stiffness means it is that resistance of an elastic body to deflection or deformation by the applied force. Deflection or deformation. So that it is the ratio of force to that deflection. It is the ratio of force to the deflection. That how much it is stiffness will be there, we have to calculate it, and we have to inform to that inform to that design office. Okay. Another thing is that corrosion. That corrosion should not be occurred. That corrosion should not be occurred. So that whenever we are going to use it, means it is going to be giving less life, low life. So if the corrosion is formed, so nobody will not purchase your product. Okay, that is the thing. Another one is that corrosion, noise. So noise is that we can call it as noise is called as unwanted sound is called as noise. Unwanted sound is, suppose if you are so that is the only the thing I discussed. I taken Ramkor no Ape three-wheeler autos. I told example, best example I given. If the vibrations are more, the rotating parts are there. If the vibrations are more and more, so noise will occur. What is that noise, my dear young friends? So noise is nothing but unwanted sound is called as noise. Unwanted sound is called as noise. So that we are going to saying that noise should not be occur. Another one is that your product should be environmental free, eco-friendly, your environmental conditions. So that that environmental conditions should be very good. Okay, all these things should be considered. Okay, right. So these are the design considerations of a product. So now once again we will recall it. Okay, you please read it. What I am going to telling: strength, rigidity, reliability, safety, cost. Okay, cost, weight, ergonomics. Okay, and all the things you can see that one. Now we will see that strength. We know that how much strength will be there. Okay. Uh, strength and generally so that is that rigidity will be there. So generally it is that rigidity we are defined as the quality of state of being rigid. How we can use this rigidity means the quality of state of stiffness or inflexibility. Stiffness, what is the stiffness we studied? Force to the, it is the ratio of force to the deflection. So that over there, we are going to define it. So rigidity generally means it is a stiff, very rigid or inflexible. Okay, inflexible is in that main symptoms of whenever we are going to manufacturing a product. So that much of rigidity. Rigidity means indirectly nothing but stiffness. Okay. Next, we will see that. Are you understand? Are you noting it? Please note it. Then we will see that what is that reliability? Reliability is defined as that. Reliability is defined as the degree which result a measurement calculation or specifications can be depend upon the accurate. So what are the things you are going to designing? That dimension should be accurate. That is called reliability. So wherever we are going to manufacturing a product, then it has to be reliable. Okay, that is called as that reliability. Okay, next work cost, safety. Okay, you can think it about safety. So what is that safety? So that product should not be damaged, and whenever we are going to using that, whenever we are going to using that product, it should have to give that we have to give that safety to that equipment, as well as whoever are using that product. That is main important. So another one is that what is that the cost? Cost always you should have to provide that lower cost compared to that in that other product cost. Okay. At the same time, it has to give that more efficiency comparative to that other part. Okay. Another thing is that weight. So weight is to be very less. I took example for that only for cell. I took one example. If the cell weight is more, nobody will not like. So all nowadays, all you are going to thinking about feather light weight. Okay, like that. So if weight should be there, but it should be in a proper. So another one. So what is that ergonomics? Ergonomics means it is relation to that man and human, man and machine, man and machine, that relations. Generally, human factors and ergonomics is that application of psychological and physical principles to engineering and design of products. So it is that psychological and principles to that engineering and design. So that's why the design is basically depends upon machines. So always the human relationship to that machine is called as ergonomics. Okay, so that is a manufacturing controls, assembly, and confirmation to standards, friction, wear, life, vibrations, thermal considerations, lubrications, maintenance, flexibility, size and shape, stiffness, corrosion, noise, environmental conditions. All these things we have to take that design considerations. Okay, in this class we discussed the design considerations. Next class we'll discuss one more subtopic. Thank you.